Okay, so getting back to this again, because we enjoy it, or we're masochists, or both. What I'm going to do is press F4, and before I put edge checks on this, clean off these two bits here. Those parts don't especially matter that much. These parts most assuredly do. Okay, now on this side, if I study my overall plan, I'm going to grab here and just do a quick loop. And that gives me this entire edge here, more or less, all the way down to about here. Now I've got a few very tiny things to select, so unfortunately you're not always going to get the bits you want to select first time, as you know. Okay, now what we've got to do, you see, is build a stop at this end. So hold down Shift, drag this piece across. Now I'm going to select it and detach. Call it the stop for the moment, because that's what it is. Hide unselected. Now I can work on this part. Now this is basically where all the parts kind of come to their close. So go through here, just do a ring, connect, bring it down to about here. I can allow things to continue on for a little bit, you see, but I want to just close them off. Now we've got this window down here, as you can see. So, if we're getting close, have a look at it, unhide all. There's its friend over here. If I select here, and grow, like that. Shift and drag. I'm just going to clone it to an object. Control I and hide selection. Right, here's the bit we just had. Let's get my move tool and effect pivot only sends to object, effect pivot only off. Move it over here. Right, I'm going to use symmetry on this. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just going to flip it over. 180 degrees. And slide it back into here. Not bad. Quick loop. Move that across. I'm going to go in this part and just get rid of everything. Now I can attach this. Bring it in until the bounding box refuses to move. Then I'll know it's in the right area. Perfect. Now I can kill everything down here. Bring this across until it's in line. That's not in line. Yeah, that's more or less right. Control A to go on the verts. Invert forced line up. No, that's fine. Don't want to get rid of too many. There, that should be it. Alright, got a good shape there. And over here, I want to start forcing these parts to come to a close so that we can get our pipes to come to a close as well. So extrude these out, then use the flattening tool just to do that. So bring this back. And up. Like so. Now these are all angling down for whatever reason. And they shouldn't be, so do the extrude again. This time do it by 0 and bring it straight out. There we are. Am I talking too quietly? I probably am. I'm probably just muttering. You're like, Chris, for God's sakes, talk like a human being. You handsome devil. There we go. To which I accept your compliments, obviously. Thank you. Right, let's have a look over here. What I'm doing, as you can see, is kind of leveling off this edge. Because if I do that, as I was saying, if I do that, then it means that my copied section can come to a close. Otherwise, it's going to be quite tricky because I have to make circles or I have to make whatever, you know? There we go. Whereas this way I don't have to. Okay, perspective. Probably should have extruded this piece as well. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I should have done. Such, however, is life. Right, now let's do the target weld. Please do bear with me, whilst my cold is not as bad as it was, I've still got a bloody awful cold. There we are. Bridge. I'll try not to cough down the microphone and make you all deaf. Here will be the first time in the great Let's All Go Deaf tutorial. Okay. I seem to have lost everything for a second there. There we go. Make it all flat. Okay, and the purpose of this is to create basically a 45-degree area. So I'm just going to unhide all. So you can see this kind of countersinks into the side. Like that. Right, now I'm going to get rid of everything down this side. Makes it a lot easier to create our dock when we're able to do this, by the way. There we are. Okay, now I have to create a very small piece to go all the way down here, so a quick loop. Doesn't blooming work, silly computer. Well, it's not the computer's fault actually, but you know. Okay, go up there. Now for this part. Yep, Control Z. Okay, reselect these pieces, but I don't want all of them. Okay, and do this. Now do some minor adjusting. Okay. There we go. Pull back. Now there's an interesting shape going on here. I think you'll agree. What is the purpose of this strange shape? Aha. There's an innie. Let's get rid of it. Can't have any innies on here. There to there. Bridge. Alright, that seems fine. Now I need to make some shapes. So I'm going to grab this to there. Do a 45°. Be careful what I'm selecting, as you know. Make sure I select all of them as well. Okay. Right, now I'm going to do a hinge from edge on this piece. Before I do, I'm going to have to attach this piece. Deselect it. Hinge from edge. Nice. 45°. 4 segments. 3 segments. Much better. Click OK. Delete everything that just appeared there. Get rid of that. And that. Now with any luck, should be able to delete that now. Luck, eh? Get it? Probably not. Okay, just check that out. And that shape looks fine. Alright. 45°. Yay. Now, what I'm going to do is effect pivot only, set it to object, effect pivot only off, and make a copy of it. So I'm going to rotate this 45° again. Like so. And that'll allow me to pop that just there, should I so wish. Before I do though, what I should do is Control V, just to make a copy of it. Then I should do a mirror. Turn it the wrong way around, you see. Then I should reset the X form. Then, with everything selected, do a flip. Then some 45-degree madness. Another 45 degrees. Another 45 degrees on this axis, however. Not on the mystery axis that I was setting it off on. Top and zoom. Gives me a chance to kind of sew things together. There we are. Nice. Pardon me. Okay. Let's get rid of that bit. Attach its friend. Get rid of that bit. Did I just get rid of the right piece? I probably didn't. Oh, this is the original bit. Ha ha ha, silly me. There we go. Wondered why it didn't work. Okay, that leaves me this corner piece. Now let's hide selection. Unselected, rather. Bear with me. I always talk slower like this when, you know, it's suddenly, this is a little bit harder than it was. I wonder why. Okay, Control A. It's time to do our welds. Now I've got to be real careful how I do my welds here. Okay, that should do it. Just going to make sure it hasn't affected our window ends. No, they're fine. And that's fine too. Okay, going to go along here in a few. It's a blooming great big flat surface, so we may as well make some use of it. First, however, look at this. Spread these out a bit. Okay. Do a bridge just here. Don't worry that the bridge is over. I'll just do a connect. Then a target weld. See, I can just use this to make sure everything's in the right position. Hooray for karma. Oops. Okay, drop back into perspective. And across here again. And a connect. There we go. Alright, that worked quite nicely. Now what I'm going to do is bring this out until our bounding box, get back, until our bounding box starts to move. There, clone to element. Shift drag down. Hinge from edge. Doesn't quite match into the right place. That's okay though, because I can force it to. Using violence. Hooray. Now let's get rid of this bottom piece. And that bottom piece. And that one and that one. Target weld. There we are. Now then, go through here, connect, bring that back, to about there. Okay, now 2 connects. Oops, that's a pinch. There we are. Okay, this will give us a nice sloped side. Okay, caps. There we are. Top and zoom. A little bit of straightening up again. Okay, there. Now this one. There we are. Keep going. And that one. Perspective. All right. Sorry about that. Bit of a nasty cough going on. Okay, now I'm going to grab these. I'm just basically looking at different methods you can use to kind of recreate the curve you want. Go into element. Go into massive size element. Rah. Top viewport zoom. Nearly done. Bit smaller. That should do it. Perspective. A little bit higher. There we are. Shift and drag. Shift and drag. Quick weld. Should do it. Make sure it's all close together. Now then, target welding over here. And here. And let's do this piece, so a bridge. And just keep this going. Okay. Yeah, that's... never mind. Right, now, just going to fill in these holes. Maybe another bridge here. Okay, and that's just about coming together. I'll just peel off the top. Oh, I see what I've done. Silly old me. Quick cut. I surprise myself sometimes. Not in a good way. Okay, and get rid of these. There we go. And that's correct at last. Okay, the next piece we're going to detail this corner section. So until then, see you in the next bit.